good evening. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank all our residents for their continued involvement and efforts to improve our city. It is an honor to serve this city, and I thank all of you for your support on allowing me to stand here and continue to serve my home. Each year, I look forward to delivering the State of the City Address, as it gives me a chance to review our successes and obstacles over the past year, and to be transparent to our residents to focus on now and also our goals ahead. I'd like to recognize all the city employees whose determination and hard work continues to improve the services for our residents, which has to be admired and recognized. I'd like to also thank my fellow people, Mark Diamond and Chris Doss, for their leadership, their participation, and their dedication to the city. For the City of Watervliet to be successful, and we must have open communication between our government and our residents, and it's crucial that this be made. I made it a priority to actively utilize social media and email and keep residents informed and up to date. In doing so, it does take a substantial amount of time and work, but it is worth it to provide the transparency and connection to the city for all our residents. Let's look at what we accomplished this last year and focus on some of the city's future. Let me start first with recreation. The park renovations. The citywide improvements to our parks are ongoing all the time. The city has a program that allows for tree removal and pruning to open up the canopy, slight visibility and safety throughout our parks. Work to be completed in the fall of 2025 on a redesign and replacement of the pool house at our Veterans Memorial Pool will begin. The modifications will help improve both functionality, access, the appearance of the building, and make the pool a substantial improvement to our community. At Hudson Shores Park, the rehabilitation work continued to be strong at the Hudson Shores Park throughout 2024. We completed the bike pedestrian pathway throughout the park and installation of the child's play trail. The city is currently working with a consultant to assist in design and marking of that new Riverside restaurant that we've been talking about for the last 2 years. But we're dedicated and committed to see that continue. The city has agreements with the crew teams from RPI, Dawn Stewart, and Emma Lord to utilize the facilities located at the park. And we are now in discussions with the University of Albany crew team as well. The Dome is also being utilized now 7 days a week by a variety of groups, including pickleball, soccer, field hockey, lacrosse, basketball, and electronic airplane flies. We received a grant recently from the county to modernize our sound system at the Dome so it can play clear music and provide a professional public address system. This facility is still untapped jewel and has so much potential. Watervliet will again hold 2 car shows in 2025. One will be held in Hudson Shores Park in May, and the other will be in the summer at the Gazebo Park down in Port Schuyler. These shows bring in hundreds of visitors to Watervliet, and it's important to show what we have to offer. Through volunteer efforts, the summer concert series is anticipated to continue and will look to improve on the success of the 2024. The concerts draw in again hundreds of visitors to the city residents by offering them a variety of entertainment and be able to share it with their family and friends. I'd like to say special thanks to Peg Germano and her team for making this all happen. In a continued effort to showcase our Watervliet's industrial revolution roots, we have restored and are showcasing the Meneely bells throughout the city, with the 2 most recent bells placed at the Watervliet-Menands City line in Port Schuyler, and the other on Broadway in front of the J. Leo O'Brien Municipal Building. This project has all been funded by the Watervliet Charitable Foundation. This project was first started by John Rosano in 2006, and to give back to the city he loved. Sadly, John passed away in August 2024, and he will always be grateful for his vision and his generosity. We continue to stress our attention on our rich history. The Charitable Foundation purchased electronic bell systems in the Cultural Center to resemble the sound of the bells that rang throughout our city. You'll soon hear the bells at 6 o'clock tonight, like they do every hour during the course of the day. The 200th anniversary of Erie Canal will be celebrated in 2025, and a bicentennial event is scheduled for the Sunday, June 22nd, 2025, at Hutchins Shores Park, so please mark your calendars. And by the way, they are selling calendars, and you might like to purchase the Erie Canal calendar. Then again in 2026 will be the 200th anniversary of the establishment of the McNeely Bell Fountain. The city is in the process of hiring a part-time events coordinator to help assist in planning a wide range of city events. I'd like to talk a little bit about public safety. In June, I had the pleasure of swearing in our current police chief, William Rice. Chief Rice has embraced the department's proactive approach to community policing. He has fostered safer neighborhoods and stronger relationships between our officers and the residents they serve. Chief Rice, on behalf of the City Hall and the residents of the city, we thank you for choosing to serve our city and for your efforts to keep our officers and citizens safe. The department continues to grow with the addition of 3 new officers in 2024. And now we have 2 officers in January 2025. The additional hires will bring us to the fully staffed police department once the 2 recruits in January complete the academy training. Chief Rice and his staff secured multiple grants last year. Additionally, our administration, in partnership with the school district, secured the funding to install cameras on all our city buses to prevent drivers from illegally passing stopped school buses. Under this program, if a driver is caught on camera violating the law, they'll receive a violation notice, along with a photograph of the infraction and the associated fine. The program was implemented in September, and last year we had 211 violations issued to date. This number is a stark reminder that our children face daily risks, and drivers must be reminded that this law exists to protect them. Another program implemented by the chief is a Project Lifesaver. It's designed to assist vulnerable individuals such as those with Alzheimer's, autism, or those other cognitive disorders. The program uses GPS tracking technology to help locate the individuals who wander from their homes, providing families with a peace of mind. I firsthand experienced with the benefits of this program. A close friend of mine suffered from a memory disorder, and through Albany County, they were able to enroll him and his family through that initiative. I am humbled now to know that program is now offering life-saving services to our Watervliet residents. For more information on the Project Lifesavers, please contact the Watervliet Police Department. In 2024, the department placed significant emphasis on addressing mental health in the community, with nearly 500 health-related calls for services. These numbers reflect a growing need for compassion and professionalism in assisting individuals and families facing these challenges. I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to each officer for their dedication and sacrifices they make with their families every day. Their commitment has not gone unnoticed. Your positive impact on the city is immeasurable. Together, we will continue to build a safe and more vibrant Watervliet for all. Chief Rice has prepared a 2024 summary report detailing the department's progress and is available in written copy at the end of this presentation, but also on the police website. Chief Tom Garrett leads our fire department since 2019 and has 20 years of experience with the fire department in the city of Troy. We are fortunate to have an experienced leader continue to serve our city. Thank you, Chief Garrett, for your continued dedication for fire service, especially for the safety of the homes and citizens here at Watervliet. With Watervliet having a high residential population of nearly 10,000 residents, the demand for EMS response remains a critical need for our city. Our agency operates both a fire and advanced life support agency, making it a unique city that currently ranks as the second busiest city in the capital region due to our population body. In 2024, the Watervliet Fire Department responded to a total of 2,603 calls, with an average response time of 4.5 minutes. Watervliet responded to 44 fire calls in the city this past year with no fatalities, but most of them were mutual aid calls, mostly in the city of Troy, Cohoes, Green Island. Over the past decade, the call volume has increased to the present level. Short of Schenectady, our 10,000 population run total to the most of any other mutual aid department. The department brought in $750,000 in ambulance revenue, while other municipalities pay close to $1 million for their ambulance services. In 2024, 2 firemen completed paramedic school over the past year, and the current department has 1 firefighter who is nearing completion of his paramedic training. In August, we welcomed Don Schinelli, the firefighter EMT, to the department. Don laterally transferred from Watervliet from Green Island and is a welcome addition to our department. In August, the Watervliet Fire Department sponsored a fire safety senior citizen preparation training at the Watervliet Senior Center. The Red Cross prepared sign-up sheets to schedule free installation of smoke detectors throughout the residence, and we will continue to do that for the next year. In November, City Council passed a resolution approving a contract to study new sites for our fire station. A 2022 risk assessment classified the current station as being in an extreme risk flood zone risk. Our current station was built on the former Erie Canal and is experiencing settling at multiple locations, causing structural damage to the building. In April of 2024, Dave Dressel, our longtime supervisor of the Water Department, accepted employment at Regeneron. Thankfully, he stayed as a consultant to continue to work at several ongoing projects. Brian White was promoted to new working supervisor of the Water Department, and Mike Ferragnoli has now taken on a role in the department as well. Our combined sewer separation is close to completion. The final phase of design is under review by the New York State Environmental Facilities Court. This is a major accomplishment for our city to comply with this order for water and sewer separation. Once this project is complete, we will have all stormwater going directly to the river and sewage going directly to the county's filtration plant, instead of mixing them during high rain events that enter the river. Phase 1 of the improvements of our water filtration plant is complete, and in 2025 we're moving toward phase 2. Some of the work that was completed or near completion is the additional security around the facility, the new maintenance garage and will house our equipment, the relining of our clear wells, which helps treat the water at our plant. Another great accomplishment is our Federal Energy Regulatory Commission license, FERC, which is referred to, which is our 40-year hydroelectric license renewal. This license allows us to continue to use our water supply as a hydroelectric power to reduce our utility consumption and generate income for the city. We have been working with New York State DEC and other federal agencies for the past 5 years, and the license, while it has not been an easy process, is getting close to completion. EPA's new federal lead and copper rule revisions has guided our city for a new lateral inventory program. We're asking homeowners and tenants to follow the link on the QR code on the city's website and fill out the survey, including a photo from the wall to the floor where the service enters the building. We will continue to seek funding to replace any lead laterals and more of our water line infrastructure. Our general manager and code enforcement officials continue to strengthen our procedures and policies of the department and work closely with our police department to be able to see violations that have not been seen, they're able to see from outside the building. This has allowed the department to take control of several homes that were determined that we have severe code violations or offenses and presented a major health and safety risk to our residents. Over the last several years, we've worked very hard to identify and assess buildings that pose a serious threat to the health and well-being of residents and visitors. These structures, often abandoned or poorly maintained, have become eyesores and dangerous hazards to our neighborhoods. Through our concerted efforts, we have removed a substantial number of these dilapidated properties, restoring safety and revitalizing these parts of the city. This process is not quick or easy, It requires careful planning, collaboration of local governments, communications with residents, and securing the necessary funding to ensure that the demolitions are carried out responsible and effective. We work with demolition contractors, public safety teams, and environmental experts to ensure that each structure is removed the least disruption possible for the surrounding areas. We are committed to not only removing these dangerous buildings and structures, but also ensuring that the land that they occupy can be used for new development, green spaces, or community projects that benefit everyone. The removal of these structures is part of a larger vision for safety, more vibrant city, and will continue to build on the progress we've made to date. As we move forward, we remain focused on the ongoing safety of our residents. Our teams are actively updating code enforcement procedures, monitoring neighborhoods, looking for high-risk structures, and continuing to make improvements to protect our city's future. And finally, disentangle a long-standing problem that was unaddressed in our community. With sanitation, bringing us to sanitation and DPW, we all share the responsibility of a cleaner city. And with everyone's cooperation and diligence, it is my belief that we can make a visible difference, and I believe we already have. To help this goal become a reality, the city has hired a garbage compliance officer who will be enforcing the garbage policies daily. We are currently working to have all our residents have a tipper can for both their trash and recycling materials, so it will reduce the opportunity to having trash blown around or accessible to birds or rodents. We are not looking to generate fines for residents, but for a cleaner city for all of us and the pride that we all deserve for our own homes. We will continue to work with landlords and tenants to keep our city presentable. Continue to ask homeowners, landlords, and tenants to follow the rules that are put in place to help achieve our shared goals. Bulk pickup dates will once again be offered in 2025. This program will run from April to December. We usually have about 30 spots open at a cost of $35 per unit. I will remind residents to sign up early, so last year we run out each month. This year we again are offering a free bulk pickup at the Hudson Shores Park. The event will be held on March 28th, and we will also offer another electronic recycling day during the year. We will announce that date once it's finalized. Residents can also go to our website and find sources to get rid of their bulk items if they can't wait for a city pickup. Some items will be free on that site, and others might have to pay a minimal charge. Again, to help educate our residents, we reminded our current residents of a trash policy by sending out a mailer of explaining the policies to further help them not to receive a violation notice. Another project that we're working on is the relocation of Price Chopper on 19th Street. The traffic light pattern has changed significantly, causing further areas of congestion and safety on 19th Street. We listened to many of our residents' concerns and had an engineering study completed, and will be relocating that stoplight on 6th Avenue and 19th Street to 5th Avenue and 19th Street. We believe that this change will significantly improve the flow and safety of traffic on that busy corridor. Just a reminder, we talked about this for the last few years. The city acquired all the streetlights from National Grid, which generated an estimated savings of $120,000 per year. As part of this project, the city has installed all new LED streetlights, which allow better visibility on our streets. The city also received the Transportation Improvement Program funding to help ease vehicle congestion on 25th Street and repave and rebuild the entire street to the city line. We will be working with Barton and Judas Engineering to design the project with FCM Engineering. Will be the project management firm overseeing the project on behalf of the city. This is a $5 million project, and hopefully this will begin in 2026, while engineering will be ongoing this year. The City Council received recommendations for streets to be paved in 2025, and with Council will be reviewing this list and finalize the list of streets based on the highest street of need. This list will be announced once the streets are clear of snow to properly evaluate that list. Financials. It's not a secret the city's finances are a top priority of mine, and is one of the main reasons I've been asked to run for city council and mayor. Together as a team across all departments, we have been working hard to strengthen our current state and set up a success for the future for our city. Our fund balance is one tool the New York State Controller uses to review the financial health of our city. We are expecting a positive fund balance of all three operating accounts, and in 2023 received no designation for New York State fiscal stress scores for 5 years now in a row. The city successfully negotiated contracts with the CSEA, Watervliet Police Department, and we continue to seek an agreement right now with the fire department. New York State approved an additional $140,000 in temporary municipal assistance funds called AIM of that $1.2 million, which has been stagnant for many years. We hope this funding will help to continue to progress in the future. With DOT grants such as CHIPS, which is a Consolidated Highway Improvement Program, pave our potholes, pave New York State touring money, the city was reimbursed over $2,600,000 to pave our streets in the city in 2023 and 2024. We also received the following grants from Albany County: $100,000 for this community center, $19,000 for a public address system dome, and $12,000 for a 4th Street camera at the 4th Street Tunnel bike lane. Health insurance, of course, continues to be a challenge. We continue to work and hope for a consortium with Albany County, which we hope will provide options and savings to the city and its employees. This has actually been talked about for the last 6 years, and we continue to hope to get to that finish line. The city currently has $11 million of active grants. The money is funding for many projects: water, sewer, rehabilitation of the filter plant, park improvements, purchase of new generators for City Hall, Senior Citizens Center, and the firehouse, our reservoir dam facility in Altamont. Many sites and facilities are upgraded throughout the city. We are continuing our search for funding to help offset the cost of installing an elevator at City Hall, which will make the building compliant with Americans with Disabilities Act. We are working to have a geographic information software system, GIS, which is in the process of being built. This system will house annual paving, ADA sidewalk repairs, water system upgrades, and a number of different facilities throughout the city. And we hope to have this now online in 2025. We will once again be applying for Governor Hochul's Downtown Revitalization Initiative called the DRI in 2025. The $10 million funding associated with this grant will be a game changer for Watervliet, and we continue to gather ideas and suggestions for the residents, businesses, and we consult the areas to look for consultants to look for areas in the future. Unfortunately, we failed to submit the DRI application this year. We are confident that we can submit the application, and hopefully it will be favorable to the state and help develop our business downtown district in the coming year. On March 2nd to the 8th, we'll hold our annual restaurant week. This, again, is a great benefit for the restaurants here in Watervliet and the surrounding areas not in Watervliet, and the great benefits to those as well. Now, in closing, as many of us know, our General Manager, Joel has accepted another position in Watervliet. We wish Joe the best, and we thank him for his service to Watervliet. We are accepting now applications of interested candidates and anticipate interviews to begin within the next few weeks. I was also just notified that our Finance Director is accepting the position at Albany County Controller's Office effective in April. That's Amanda Lawson. We wish Amanda well. I know this is not the best timing in the world, but it is what it is. Good luck, Amanda. The City Council and I are proud of the city staff and all the things that we have accomplished as a team in the past year. But our hard work is not complete. We will always be looking to improve our operations, financial positions, and services to the city. Watervliet continues to move forward because of all the hard work that everyone does. I want to thank everyone for their commitment to strive for better. I would also like to thank the numerous volunteers for all their hard work and dedication that's helped me and the city throughout this years and the previous years. It is greatly appreciated by the council, our residents, and I. As always, I strive to keep residents informed through my email distribution center, social media, and remind you all that if you have questions or issues, please do not hesitate to contact me. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight and to hear the state of the city and plans for the year ahead. I wish us all a healthy and safe 2025. Thank you. And that is it. Any questions?
I do have questions, yeah. Just a couple. Sorry, I couldn't tell if you could sing or not.
I'm too short.
No, that's it.
And we actually get the flow a little.
With the garbage compliance officer, how are they going to ensure that that happens? How, like, what is like their task?
Well, there's a set of rules that they have to go. Residents have to go by. Garbage has to be inside a can, and the lid's closed. When there's a violation, it's mostly a severe violation, that garbage on the ground, a bag's way overflowing, that's a violation. And that's how they send out violation notices.
And I may have missed it. Is that going to be a full-time position?
It's part-time. They just go, and it's not an everyday job. It could be, whatever they're able to do and how they get out there. But it's something to keep reminding the heads. That's why we even did the mailer. I put that mailer out. We wanted to make sure that we're constantly educating and reminding tenants. And a lot of times they forget, unfortunately. I can't even tell you the amount of times I've seen just this past week going out and around, and birds are ripping it apart and it's all over the ground. I can verify by showing you 2 pictures and dating. Anything else?
I was going to ask about the event coordinator that you guys are hiring. What kind of spurred the idea to have that?
Right now, pretty much, I handle a lot of the activities, the extra activities that we do. Then we were organizing some of those types of programs and activities, and it just it'll be somebody to relieve some of the, let's say, the pressure off of me and some of the other volunteers and some of the city staff as well.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Lots of coordination.
it helps. It helps. Right now, it's just getting a little bit difficult more and more. So.
And I have one more. What does the situation for the lead lines look like in the city? How many do you need to replace? Do you know how many there are?
We don't have we have numbers yet, Joe, on how many lead lines that we have of all the ones that were inventoried so far.
How many were confirmed?
Yeah.
No, I think we're somewhere about maybe 200 as far as confirmed that we have. And I know that number is low. So we're about 200.
Right now.
Yeah, that we confirmed.
And I think
send the number in that were unconfirmed, because it has to go both sides of the valve box, the water box. So we know that's going to be higher.
you can find out a lot of the lines that's an actual lead line by looking inside the basement. But sometimes there's a lead line outside underground that you can't really tell, about it. It all depends on what, over the last so many years, anything went before.
I've got one more. Any idea when the stoplight from 5th to 6th Avenue is going to be, or whichever way?
6 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, it was already moved?
No.
Oh.
We're hoping this spring and summer it'll be installed. They're going to be doing maybe a test pattern for it to look at some things and make sure everything is okay, and then after that, then we should be able to go ahead with it. But it got off track a little bit, and then the weather hit us, and you can't do too much in the weather, so we're now going to try and finish it up in the spring and then install it.
Thanks.
But that is I know it's a change, it's a big change, but if you sat there and watched that traffic coming in and out of that Price Chopper, it's and that one corner, it's tough.
Yeah, that one, I know. Yeah.
And they fly off that bridge, and once they get that they're flying, that's it.
Yep.
And it's not it's not a good situation. So we're hoping to move with that. Maggie, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Any other questions?
How do I stop again?
Huh?
Nothing. Kidding.
Okay, well, thank you. We're going to go right into our council meeting now. If anybody would like to stay, you're welcome to. If not,